So I bought this new TC Electronic Flashback X4 delay / looper pedal that I'm real crazy about. And I was talking to some of you guys, and you wanted to hear how I liked it. And I could say it's the best delay pedal that I've ever used. But I'm not going to really talk about the delay section of it. I wanted to demo the looper section. The delay section real quick has, let's see, 12 different types of delay. It also has a subdivision switch where you have your quarter notes, your dotted eighth notes, and then a combination of dotted eighth and quarter notes. But anyway, I wanted to demo the looper section. But also on my YouTube page, or my YouTube channel, and also on my Facebook page, a lot of guys, they know that they ask about how I have everything wired in here. A lot of you guys know that I use a Boss GT6 effects processor, and I also use my own pedal board. And yeah, I do use them both at the same time. So I had a few questions on how I actually have it wired in, and I use the actual 4-cable method, which allows you to use all the effects of the GT6, but still, if you're like me and prefer your amplifier's distortion over pedals, it'll allow you to use your amplifier, the preamp from your amplifier, so you can get your amp distortion and still use all the different effects from the signal processor. And also you can use all the patches, the other patches in the GT6 as well. So you can go both ways with that, which is why I use the 4-cable method. But what makes it a little more complicated is the fact that I'm also using pedals with it. And a little more complicated is that my delay and my chorus are actually in the effects loop. So to answer your question, here's how these are both wired in. So the guitar goes to the input of the GT6. The send of the GT6 goes into my compressor box, my compressor pedal, which goes into my Mesa flux drive, which goes into the Super Overdrive, the Boss Super Overdrive, and then into the MXR Super Badass Distortion. From there, it goes into the front of the amp, either my Marshall DSL 40C or my 90s Fender Twin, depending on which amp I'm using. Okay, and then from there, the amp send goes to my chorus in. The chorus goes into the delay, and the output of the delay goes to the return of the GT6, and then the output of the GT6 goes to the amp return. So yeah, it sounds a little complicated, but actually if you sit down and write it all out, it makes sense. So that's how everything's wired in. So for this video, I'm going to demo the looper, and I'm going to use my American Standard Telecaster. It'll be mic'd with a Shure SM57, and I'll be using the Marshall DSL 40C, and I'll be using the clean channel for this.